How far have you gone with your outputs? Let me just ask about the first output. Lahat ba tayo natapos na doon sa lens? Yung pag-present natin ng lesson natin by way of manipulating or populating our topic with, of course, the learning objectives. Humabol si CJ, okay. Learning objectives, andun naman yung activate prior learning or pre-assessment. Then we have, of course, the presentation of our lesson in terms of a file. Yun yung pinakamadali, no? Because the reason why we are using file is that the student will just download, and then in their own pace, even though they are offline, they can just read or review using the file that they have downloaded. Then pwede rin tayo mag-present ang lesson using a lesson. But the only disadvantage of that is they should always be online for them to read the lesson, for them to review. Okay? Then just after the lesson proper, you should have included an application in the form of either assignment or forum or chat, no? And then finally, of course, the assessment or quiz. Okay, yun lang naman yung hinahanap natin na laman dapat nung output natin sa day 1. Then for day 2, still we are sa lens pa or sa Moodle pa rin tayo, no? Yung pag-create natin ng account natin sa Google Cloud or that is for the Moodle Cloud, no? I just hope that all of you already sent an output in our Google form. May mga nag-send doon sa GC natin, that's why I save it in a notepad so that if I'm going to check it, no, doon ko na lang titingnan. Or if you included in the Google form, I will just download it later on, yung output or yung Excel sheet for that form. Then doon ko na lang titingnan, no? So sana lang ang mga ginamit nyo lang doon na mga password ko would be student or Sanchez Mira at 143, so that I could easily access your Moodle Cloud as one of your student. Okay? And then for the third day, yesterday, yun yung interactive or online interactive assessment with the use of Slido, no? Slido. Hindi ko pa na-open, no? Hindi ko pa na-open yung mga output. Pasensya na because just after our discussion yesterday, nung hapon, time naman na nag-renew ako ng motor. Pasensya na. So some of these days, basta siguro mga mamayang gabi or anytime this let me check later on for the completeness of your output, because a requirement for us to give you your certificate, of course, is your fully payment, at the same time completeness of your output. Okay, kasi output based po tayo. Please take note, our training is all about ICT, and we all know that if you're going to apply for teaching, one requirement is you should be knowledgeable about ICT. Kasi in this time of new normal, we really need ICT based applications, no? So for this day, tapusin na natin yung slide Pear Deck, I should say, Pear Deck, no? Please take note that this meeting or discussion is being recorded, okay, so that, as I've said, those who have other important matters attended sa mga ibang co-trainees natin, they could still cope up. Sayang naman, no? They could still cope up by just reviewing on the video that will be uploaded later on. Okay, so let me share my screen for me to present briefly what is all about Pear Deck. Okay. Ayan. So Pear Deck is another online interactive tool for giving lesson at the same time assessment, no? So ito po yung icon ng Pear Deck. Okay? Papansin nyo parang pansin nyo peras siya, no? Peras. So merong history ito kung bakit peras yung icon at the same time. Why is it called as Pear Deck? Okay, or pear. Okay, so overview. Pear Deck is an educational technology company offering a web-based application to K-12 schools and teachers. Pear Deck was founded in 2014 in Iowa City. So in December 2014, Pear Deck raised $500,000 seedlings, or seed funding. That's according to Wikipedia. So it is a way to turn your presentation slides into interactive activities for your students. It also works wonderfully with teachers in professional development. So you can make Pear Deck slides within PowerPoint online, no? Yung PowerPoint online natin, hindi po pwede yung hindi po pwede yung offline PowerPoint presentation natin. It should be MS PowerPoint online. Meron po yan, no? Or you can have as kapalit, pwede po natin gamitin yung Google Slides natin kasi online naman siya. So but instead of simply presenting informational slides, Pear Deck makes your slides interactive, so every student can respond to your questions or prompts right on their screen. So habang nagpe-present tayo ng lesson in PowerPoint or in Google Slide, there are some slides wherein the student should interact. There are some slides where you are going to ask questions kasi you are presenting your lesson remotely with your student. So for us to be able to really determine whether they are in that classroom or they are in that meeting, pwede po tayong magtanong in between slides, okay, for our student to respond interactively. So Pear Deck slides help you engage every student in every seat and give formative assessments also, not only for giving presentations or presenting lessons, but of course you can also give formative assessments like what we have done yesterday, that is in a form of quiz, no? Yung slide kasi that's only good for that's only good for tawag dito, assessment lang siya, no? So no matter what grade or subject you teach, Pear Deck supports an interactive community-focused classroom that helps students build confidence and comprehension. Let students interact with your presentation from any device. So pwedeng smartphone, tablet, desktop or laptop. Transform existing Google Slides, PowerPoint, PDF into interactive presentations, or choose to build your presentation from scratch. So pwede po tayong gumawa from scratch. Okay? Add in temperature checks, formative assessments, discussion prompts, diagnostics, or exit tickets. So all of these are the parts or possible features of Pear Deck, no? So we can try it later on or afterwards for the hands-on. Pear Deck flips the traditional lecture by actively engaging students in real time. You can ask questions and then students also may answer. The student's lecture or the standard lecture has plenty of detractors, and rightfully so. Done poorly, no, yung face-to-face na natin, 'di ba? Ang daming mga detractors. Okay? So habang nagdi-discuss ka, say for example, maraming mga or may mga estudyante na hindi nakikinig, so as teacher parang masira yung momentum, no? So it can be an inspired stream of facts delivered in sit and get style that get forgotten quickly. However, we can turn the standard lecture and its tool of choice, the presentation slide, on its head, and that's using the Pear Deck. The result can be students actively working with new ideas, hands-on and right away. This presentation slides can be a drag also, no? So when students or teachers have something interactive to do with them, of course, it changes the game. Because in Pear Deck, we can also do some assessment in the form of draggable. Say for example, yung mga nagpapa-identify ng mga parts of the body. Okay? So, pwede po natin gawin 'yon for as long as you have your image. Mag-download lang tayo ng mga images, no? Then after that, pwede nating ipa-drag kung ano yung part na to, so forth and so on. Okay? That could also be possible in Pear Deck. That is draggable po ang tawag natin doon. That the student will just drag the image, will just drag the text into its part in that draggable type of question. Okay? So that's what I love about Pear Deck. And of course, the best news, ayan, much of what I can show you in this training can be done with free plan, no? So free plan lang po tayo, but later on if you want to have a subscription, why not? Okay, you can try it monthly or yearly, no, to use the features, all the features. Okay, so let's have the frequently asked questions like what also we have done yesterday. So how do I build slides in Pear Deck? So if you're using Google Slide, you just create the slides that you want to display to your students. Then use the sidebar menu to add interactive elements to each slide. The bonus with Pear Deck, you can turn any of those slides into interactive slides. Some of the options include having students to enter text. Yun, kung nagpapatanong tayo. Tapos, the student can enter the data they want or as their answer to your question. Okay, interactive po yun habang nagpe-present tayo. No? They could also enter or answer using a number. Okay, choose from the multiple choice or multiple choices. Draw a response. Ayan, pero please take note, this is just premium. Premium account lang po siya. But when I tried to use this last August, August po yan. Naka-free po kasi sila. So, pwede po tayong gumawa ng question wherein the student could draw their answer. Say, for example, draw the COVID-19 virus. Yan, pwede nating ipa-draw. Or draw a heart sa mga kapag mga estudyante natin mga intermediate pa lang. Ayan. Then interact with a live web page. Draw an icon to a specific part of the slide. Ayan, again, that's another premium. So malalaman natin mamaya, okay, kung inopen na ba ng Pear Deck ang premium nila para sa ating mga educators, because they have announced yung kasagsagan ng pandemic, they have announced it that premium, they nilibre nila, inopen nila yung premium account until August ang sabi nila noon. Okay, Pear Deck has a slide library where you can choose pre-created activities. So meron po mga templates, no? Si Pear Deck meron siyang mga templates para sa mga activities natin in performing a teaching learning process or in discussing a lesson. Okay, for the beginning of a lesson, pwede tayong maglagay ng check prior knowledge. So meron po siyang template niyan. Ask student or ask what students are curious about. Okay, what they know about the lesson, pwede rin, no? What do you know about the lesson? Just type one word, okay, that you know about the topic. So they can just type. During the lesson, pwede din. You can summarize, you can assess the learning, you can gauge understanding. And at the end of the lesson, retell what they learned. Then they can also share their feelings by simply giving feedbacks or giving ratings to your discussion. So pwede po tayo magpa-rate, okay, immediately just after the discussion. Okay, so how do I run a slide presentation? So in Slido yesterday, meron tayong nakikitang button doon na present with Slido, di ba? Ganun din dito, you could see an icon, present with Pear Deck, no? So once all of your slides are designed and ready to go, including interactive slides, it is as easy as clicking present with Pear Deck in your sidebar menu. It will create a screen you can display to students on your projector, interactive display or flat panel, and it will prompt the student to join, no? So ganun din, you will be entering the code, the event code or the join code for them to access your presentation. So when you're ready to start, your slides will be displayed on the students' devices from teacher device or from teacher device. You can go to previous or next slide. Yan, pwede po nating i-navigate. See all slides with slide navigator, project student responses, lock or unlock a slide, add new question, make a full slide screen, open the teacher dashboard in new tab, open the teacher dashboard on another device, end the session. From there, you display the slides, student interact, and you do what you want with the student responses. Okay? So, using Pear Deck, ito po yung mga pwede nating magawa. Give instructions verbally, explain your answers, read the story, guide pronunciation. So, that's possible. Okay, how to use Pear Deck for remote learning? Pear Deck gives you interactive options when teaching remotely. You can gather students on a video call with Skype, Zoom, and other video or video meeting, yung mga meetings natin remotely or real time. Share your screen with an interactive Pear Deck presentation. Students join the presentation in a separate tab or in a window side by side with the video call. Students follow along with the presentation and interact with the slides. Okay, you talk through the presentation on the video call, and if there are slides that the student should interact, no, they can still interact even though they are in a video call. Okay, so what nice in Pear Deck is yung tinatawag nating asynchronous or student pace mode for remote learning. Students can progress through interactive Pear Deck slides independently in their own time, no? So pwede ka mag-create ng slide, share them with students with a deadline to finish them. Students work through the slides and interact with them. You watch their progress through the Pear Deck. When they're finished, Pear Deck gives you results to guide your instructions. So asynchronous possible po sa Pear Deck. Okay? Ideas for classroom. Malalaman na lang natin yan mga ayan. Label a diagram, create an advertisement. Okay. So that's the brief discussion about Pear Deck. So nalaman natin that it is very nice, no? It's very nice that Pear Deck could be used in presenting our presentation and engaging our students, okay, interactively via still online, no? Siguro ang nakikita kong ano rito, disadvantage is its online feature, because in our locality talagang marami pa ring mga parts in our locality na problema talaga ang signal, no? So these days sa mga sa current situation natin, mahirap pa talaga i-fully implement yung mga ganitong klase ng teaching learning process. But malay natin, yan na si dito, okay, hopefully that they could deliver what we are expecting, okay. So sana kahit saan mang liblib na lugar later on would already have a better signal, no? Kasi kung magtuloy-tuloy pa ang pandemic, ewan na lang natin. Okay, so let's have a hands-on now. Okay, hands-on tayo. So ganun pa rin. To start with, you're going to open your Google account. Open natin yung Google account natin. Then, kagaya nung slide before, yesterday, you're going to open your Google Slides, no? By clicking on this icon and then drop or browse for the slides. And then, we are going to install again. You are going to embed again the Pear Deck doon sa account natin by, of course, signing up, no? So blank presentation tayo. Pwede po tayong sumabay kung meron po tayong reading unit sa tabi natin connected sa internet. So just after creating a new presentation, what we need to do here is to embed, install. Okay? I-install po natin yung Pear Deck dito. So ganun din, get add-ons tayo. Then search natin yung Pear Deck. So nakita nyo naman na kanina yung logo. Ito, nandiyan na siya, no? Over 10 million plus. So talagang gamit na gamit siya when it comes to teaching learning process. 10 million plus registered users who are using this Pear Deck. So select lang natin yan for us to install. Okay, so ito siya. I-install lang natin. Then of course continue. I just hope that maganda pa rin yung free account nito. So you're going to sign in your Google account. Kung hindi pa naka-sign in yung account na i-register natin. So same process what we have done yesterday with the Slido. Okay, so done na po siya, installed na siya. So balik na tayo ngayon doon sa close natin to. Okay, so that's how simple, no? That's how simple we install. Any problem you have encountered in adding it as an add-on in our slide, in our presentation. So pagbalikan natin dito, makikita nyo na doon na added na yung Pear Deck natin on Google Slides. Okay, so if it happens that you close this panel, the panel of Pear Deck, you can just show it again by simply clicking on add-ons, then Pear Deck, open Pear Deck add-on. Okay, so ito po siya, no? Ngayon, there are so many templates here that we could use in creating or in developing your presentation. So, ang dami po dito, template library. So, you can have their Saan na ba yan? Parang tinanggal na. Let's try to complete our let's try to complete our free account, no, by just clicking it here. Meron silang binago, maraming nawala. Complete your free account. Let's try to complete it by, of course, trying to log in Pear Deck. Okay, so we'll just try to log in with Google. So teacher, teacher dapat yung account natin. Okay, teacher. Then we should authorize Google. Okay, we will sign in our Google account. Okay, so pwede natin siguro i-connect dito yung school natin. Then connect to my school. Let's see kung pwede siya. Ayan. Then ayan na, completed na siya. Okay, just go back to your Google slide. So if you notice, ayan. So registered na po tayo. But still marami pa rin dito yung mga yung mga tinanggal na feature sa freemium. Okay, because upon clicking on this drop down arrow template library, okay, meron pa pala, ito siya, no? So ito yung mga templates natin sa pag-create ng presentation. Wag muna quiz, wag muna yung quiz yung gawin natin, yung assessment. So pwede tayong gumawa ng presentation natin dito, okay, by simply using the different templates. Ito, lesson builders. If you want to begin with your lesson, ano ba yung mga pwede nating gawin? Okay, so ayan, so meron siyang mga template. Okay, you can have these templates na pwede po nating gamitin. Ayan, so unang-una, as you come in and get settled, follow these instructions. Okay, select nga natin yan. Ano yung gagawin dito sa part na to before beginning a lesson. Ayan. Okay. Okay, as you come in and get settled, follow this instruction. Find your seat. Ayun, dalawa na yung nakuha. Tanggalin yung isa. Naghahang yung laptop. Delete. Okay. Also this, delete natin. Yan, sample template for beginning a lesson. Okay, in Pear Deck, answer what was your main takeaway from the homework. Okay, kung nagpa-homework tayo, for example. Another one, what did you learn from the homework? Okay, so these are the template for beginning a lesson. Or draw the two things. Okay, piliin na lang natin dito later on, no? Kung ano yung mga gusto nating ipagawa before beginning a lesson. Okay, so yan, draw or type two things you already know about today's topic. Okay, so they can draw here, they can type here. Oh, yun po yung kagandahan, because this is a drawing slide. This is a drawing slide. Okay, so this is for premium account. I don't know if pwede siya sa mga free account, okay, as of this moment. So your student can draw here, or your student can type what they know about today's topic. So ito yung tatawag nating activate prior learning before beginning a lesson. Okay, what else? Text slide din to. Pag sinabi nating text slide kasi, the student can enter a text, and you as teacher can gather those texts they are entering. Yan. So, puro questions ang mga yan. Okay? And of course, meron tayong draggable slide dito. Ano naman yung tawag nating draggable slide? Ito yung kung tanungin natin if they agree or not with a certain question. Okay? So, ito siya. No? So, they can drag if they agree. So, pwede po yan. Okay? So, this is what we call a draggable slide. Okay, draggable. So, what else? What about a template for during the lesson? During the lesson, ano naman yung mga natin dito? Okay, so meron tayong summarize what you have learned. Okay? Then, is this statement? So, pwede tayong magpasagot ng true or false. Multiple choice slide siya. And then, draggable pa rin siya. No? So, you will just discover later on. So, what would be the best suited template that we could use in our own presentation. No? So, yan yung mga possible na Pear Deck template for during lesson. And then, what about end lesson? Sa end lesson naman, so ano yung mga possible na ipapagawa natin sa mga end lesson? Ito, connect to your own life. Okay, sa lesson natin, could you connect to your own life by just of course drawing. Mag-drawing sila. No? Ito yung maganda kasi itong talaga gamitin. Okay? Or in 1 minute, write the most important thing from today's lesson. Yan. So, nagpapa-answer ka na. Interactively. Okay? Interactively or in student pace. Okay? Text slide. Yan, drawing slide din siya. 'Di ba? Kadalasan sa mga bata, papadrawing tayo ng kung tama ba yung sagot or tama yung statement, draw a smiley. Kung mali, draw a smiley na sad. Yan. Okay? So these are just templates, no? Or you can use in completing your lesson in terms of a presentation. And then meron din marami mga features to, guys. Learning environment, so pwede tayo magpa-test ng critical thinking. Okay? Social emotional learning, subject areas din. Okay, so meron po dito. Okay, subject areas like for example mathematics, science. So marami po tayong mga templates dito. Yan, periodic table of elements. Okay? Then atom. These are templates. Ready-made templates. Para hindi na po tayo mahirapan na kumuha or gumawa ng sa atin. Okay? Sa math naman, maraming mga equations yan. Okay? Maraming mga equations. Sample equations. Ayan. Okay? So, again, as I've said, you will just discover this. Okay? Because kung isa-isahin natin yan, baka kulangin po tayo ng time. No? Discover. Yan. Social studies, world languages, and others. Okay. So, let's try to have a sample slide or presentation in the form of quiz. Okay? In the form of quiz. So for example, we can try to have the choice. Choice is multiple choice, no? So piliin po natin 'yan, i-click lang natin yung multiple choice or choice if you want to give a tawag dito, a multiple choice type of question in your quiz. So, ito po yung dalawang pagpipilian bago tayo mag-start. Pag sinabi po nating student device, okay, students view and interact with a website embedded on their device. Okay, or student display a question to the class or display a question to the class and show student responses in real time. no? So another one, ito na yung way, or ito na yung paglalagyan natin ng mga sagot. Wag po tayong sa kahapon, because yesterday dito na rin yung part kung saan natin itatype yung question, di ba? Yung question text. But in Pear Deck, yung question po natin ay direkta na i-type natin doon sa slide natin. So let's go back here. Balik tayo dito. So mag-add dapat tayo ng new slide. Ayan. Then you are going to put here. Ilagay po natin dito yung question po natin. So what causes worldwide pandemic? Late 2019. Kasi January meron na yan eh. Okay? Question siya. So, if you wish that this will be answered in a multiple choice, okay, you are going to select choice. But if you wish that this will be answered by your students in a text or kumbaga identification, you are going to have this, no, text. So say for example, you're going to use choice. Bakit para may feedback? Sa akin ba yun? Iba. Okay, next. And then yan. So option 1 or option A, COVID-19. Then dito, dengue. Dito, HEPA. Add another lang tayo kung kulang yung kulang yung mga options, no? And then dito, we're going to have HIV. Okay? Then for the correct answer, oh, sorry. Update lang natin. Check ko lang kung paano i-set yung correct answer. Wala dito. So try nga lang natin. This is the way how you're going to start the lesson or present the lesson, no? Instructor pace is the real time. Student pace is the asynchronous. Okay, so let's try to use instructor pace or real time. So in joining, you're going to open peerdeck.com. Medyo mabigat yung Pear Deck. Okay, mas mabigat siya compared dun sa Slido.
Sir, nakamute ka?
Ay, sorry. Ayan. Yung sabi ko kanina, Pear Deck is papansin ko mas mabigat siya, mas marami yung resources, na kinakain, no, before loading. Ayan. Pati yung sa website nila. Okay. So to join, so you can open the peerdeck.com, no? No need for us to install an app or a third party software for us to be able to join. So ito lang siya, join session lang tayo. Then of course, ibigay natin sa kanila ito. Okay, yung code. Yung join code natin. So you may try to join by simply typing this in your join text box. Ito, enter code. No students connected. You may try, guys. You may try to connect. Lesson pala yung ginawa kanina. Lesson. So mamaya let's try to make a quiz. Ayan, one student connected already. So say for example, I want to join also with my own. Join ko lang siya. Copy. And then join.
Awanti none of the above, sir. Choice. Awanti none of the above, sir. Nga choice.
Pwede. Wala.
Wala kasi yung tamang sagot dun, sir.
Wala ba? Tengge. Ba't ganon?
Wow, 2019 pala. Sorry, sir.
Hindi, tama lang. Kasi dengue, ano yung mga choices, no? Sorry. Nakapag-join na, 5 students connected already. Ayaw sa akin. Ba't na ulit? COVID-19 dengue update. Six. Okay, so if happens that I will start now the class, no, this is interactive. So whatever presentation you have made, okay, kung kompleto yan from the beginning, from the activate prior learning to presenting your lesson up to the ending of your presentation, yun yung makikita ng mga students natin who join our class or our session. Okay, so what can you see in your screen? Okay. Ito yung maganda rito. Makikita mo yung mga ayan. You can lock screen. Okay. 7 of 8 responses. Okay? So, if you still have another question, for example, you can click here, no? Next, you can navigate your slides by simply clicking on this arrow. Okay, next arrow or back arrow. You can also lock the screen so that pwedeng nakalock lang ito. Okay? You can unlock, or pwede kang magpa-new prompt. Okay? Ayan. Yung mga natin dito, yung mga templates natin, or kung meron na tayong nagawa dati na say for example, draw picture. Okay? Since you are talking, I am talking with you. Okay? Kindly draw a COVID-19 virus. So for example, like that. Okay? Ayan, nakikita ko yung mga drawing nyo. Sino kaya to? Sino nag-draw nito? Ayan, heart. Okay, COVID-19 virus is a heart. Okay. Okay. Sino yan? And then,
Sir, paano mag-erase?
meron dyan, tingnan mo.
I-double click? Hindi naman po pwede double click.
Navigate mo dyan, navigate mo dyan sa window. Wala ba? O yan. Perfect. Kanino to? Ito yung virus. Vaccine naman yan. COVID-19 virus. I love you, Lisette daw. Lisette, may nagmamahal sa'yo. Okay. So, ito yung kagandahan nito, no? Another one, another prompt, for example. Okay? So, are you agree that pandemic will end soon? Or do you agree that this pandemic brought about by COVID-19 from China will end sooner or later? Okay, so let me show your responses. Okay. Ayan. Okay, that's what we call draggable icon.
Sir, undecided kami, di kami tinga.
Okay. Undecided kasi takot pa sa vaccine. Okay. So, while having your lesson, guys, pwede tayong magkaroon ng ganito. Kahit wala tayong ginawa doon sa wala tayong ginawa na slide doon sa presentation natin, what is nice here is you can create a new prompt, okay, by simply asking questions. Okay, so if you notice, isa lang yung slide ko kanina pero naka 3 of 3 na ako. Okay, yan yung yan. I can go back actually. Okay, better if you're going to complete, mas maganda kapag marami yung slide na ipapagawa natin. Okay? So I will end first. End ko na yung presentation. Pero you can only do new prompt if you selected the teacher pace earlier during the before starting the lesson. Okay? So end natin.
So, ilang questions yung gagawin?
10. 10. Of course, dapat meron siyang text, meron siyang choice, no? Meron siyang drawing. If you can do, meron din siya dapat draggable. Itong draggable, ang gagawin nyo lang dito is gawa lang kayo ng or gamit lang kayo ng image. Then ipa-drag nyo kung saan yung part na to, parang gano'n lang siya. No? So you can use the draggable item as that. Or heart, yan. So pwede po tayo mamili dito, like, pwede rin. Okay? Gusto mong ipa-pinpoint yung part na ganito. No? So you can have like that. So for you to be able to create new question, kasi dito ganyan lang siya, di ba? Kapag click mo dyan, you are just updating, no? So here, what you need to do in adding the number of items in your quiz, you are going to create new slide first. Dapat mag-create muna kayo ng new slide. Unlike for the slide yesterday, every time you're going to add a quiz number or item number, automatic nagdadagdag siya ng slide, di ba? Pero dito, kayo mismo muna ang gagawa ng new slide before clicking on this. No? So, right click here, then new slide or file, insert, I should say, insert new slide. Okay? So, that's the way how you're going to create for a new slide. Right click new slide, then go back to your ask student a question. Okay, so for example, draggable. Then
Sir, pang premium version lang dito, drawing yami.
pang
Premium version.
yung draw, baka pati rin ako. Let me try.
Drawing and draggable.
Draw and draggable. Oh, I see. Pwede lang. Pwede kayong magkuhan ng premium. Kasi meron naman tayong 30 days trial. Wala ba dito sa baba? Can you not see yung 30 days trial, sabi?
Meron.
Meron. You can click that, I think. Click your dashboard na lang. You have 30 days left on your premium trial. So you can upgrade for premium. Let's see here. Wala. Yun talaga. Naka-free lang tayo. Pero lately they open it eh. They open it all features. Draw, let me try. Pwede naman sa akin. Wala ba sa inyo? You cannot continue with the draw and draggable?
Okay na po, sir.
Okay na. Sige. So, yan. Yung number naman, ang pinagkaiba ng text with that of number, sa number kasi you are just asking for a figure only. Okay? Most especially sa mga mathematics major, kung nagpapasagot tayo ng purely number, you are going to make use of number wherein the student can only enter a number. They cannot enter text. Okay, yun po yung pinagkaiba ng text with that of number. Okay? Itong website, wag na natin gamitin. So, ang papagawa ko lang dito guys is you will not doing anymore the presentation of your lesson, no? Ang gusto ko lang makita ay makagawa tayo ng tawag dito ng 10 items quiz. Okay? That includes a text, choice, number, draw, and draggable. Okay ba? And then gusto ko rin sana ipakita sa inyo yung another tawag dito, another tool in order for us to get the score of our students. Okay, using in this Pear Deck. Kasi pwede rin tayo magdagdag kasi ng ano ba tawag natin doon? Flubaru. I think that's Flubaru. Wherein we can extract the score kasi in Pear Deck kasi we cannot see the score. We cannot see the score of our students. Unlike in Slido, pwede. Pero dito kasi we cannot see the score of our student unless if we are going to extract the output or the output of this quiz that we have prepared. Okay? So yun po yung paggamit natin ng Flubaru. Let me just check if I can still remember the process of how we are going to embed Flubaru. Okay? Yung output kasi nito pwede nating i-export sa Excel. Wala na yung kwan na to. But lately kasi meron ito yung ginamit ko before remove. Wala. Let me check in my Google account.
Sir,
Yes.
may check it po dun sa right answer dun sa multiple choice, sir.
Wala, yun nga yung hinahanap ko Wala talaga, wala. Tinanggal na yung Flubaru. Manage add-ons nga ako. Wala. Oh, I see. In Flubaru, that should not be that should not be in presentation pala, sorry. No? That should be in Google Sheets. Okay? So let's try to do it. Let's try to do it to finalize our topic for this para naman merong tawag ito key point para sa Pear Deck presentation natin. Let's try to have a Flubaru that will be connected here, no? So whatever the output of the students later on for this or whatever the score, no? Ano man yung mga sagot nila dito, pwede nating i-export sa Google Sheets. Okay? So what are we going to do only is we are going to open natin. For example, save na natin to, no? Okay na yung quiz natin dito. So we are going to add for slide. Then in that Google slide, we are going to add an add-on which is Flubaru. Wala, ito tinanggal nila, yun pala. The Flubaru should be added as an add-on of Google Slide. Okay, so we will go back to our account. Okay, this time we will be selecting Google Sheets. Okay, Google Sheets is for Excel. So mag-add lang tayo. Mag-add lang tayo ng new spreadsheet, and then we are going to add, or we're going to click add-ons. Get add-ons. Tagal na ng laptop. So from the list of add-ons, we are going to search for the Flubaru. Okay? Ito siya, no? Ito po yung Flubaru natin. So ginagamit natin yung Flubaru for us to be able to get the output or the answers to collect the answers of our students. Okay, in our quiz created in Pear Deck. Okay, so just select Flubaru, then try to install. Install lang po natin siya, continue. Parang nag-install lang tayo ng Slido and Pear Deck. Okay, log in our account or select our account. Allow. Okay, installed na po siya. So let's go back with our add-ons menu. You must have enough submission to perform. Okay, so let's try to connect, no? Ko-connect po natin siya sa Pear Deck kung possible siya. Tagal. Okay, ganito po siya. So, this is our presentation, right? Ito yung presentation natin. So, for you to be able to connect this presentation to your Google Sheets in getting the output or answers of your students, okay? So, you will just simply log in your account in peardeck.com, no? peardeck.com. Ilagin po natin yung account natin so you consider the session that you have created. Okay? So beside that session or beside that quiz that you have created, andun po yung export to Google Sheets. But in exporting, we must have the Flubaroo. Tagal. Ito yung ayaw ko sa Pear Deck. Mabigat masyado yung kwan. Mas mabigat yung requirement niya compared sa Slido. Okay, so ito po yon. Okay? So, of course, sa mga drawing, ayan, we cannot see the drawing, of course, no? But sa mga choices, sa mga multiple choices and kwan, yun lang yung mga possible nating makita. Okay? So this is where you can see the output or the responses of your students. Okay? Yan, drawing sabi lang. Ibig sabihin, kung may drawing, nag-response lahat. Then ito yung draggable. Of course, you cannot determine what's the correct answer. Okay? So, ito yung multiple choice ito, no? Ayan. So, you can have also this one. You can have also this Flubaroo. In order for you to export the output or the student responses of this session you created or the quiz you created, you are going to export. Click nyo lang yung ellipsis button here, then export to spreadsheet, then automatically it will be open here, no? Okay, so for your activity, let's go back to our presentation. Okay, so either you choose Slido or Pear Deck in creating your interactive quiz in this time of pandemic. What important is we are engaging our students to learn by having this kind of free applications online. Okay, so if I have to choose between the two, I'm going to choose them both. Why? Because they have unique importance or usage depending on our needs as educators. Okay, so questions, you try to raise now your questions. I know that you already started creating now your output for this today's session. So for your activity, to complete your activity, create 10 items quiz using any of the quiz type available. Sabi ko na kanina, consider the student pace so that anytime, okay, I can check on your output for this particular topic of for our 10-day training. So send the link in our Google form for all your outputs and send the event code in our GC, no? So dapat piliin nyo student pace, okay, student pace, para anytime that I want to check on your output, I can open it. Just send the link. Yung link lang naman yung kailangan natin. Then syempre, for me to join the session that you created, please send me the event code so that I can join, no? So, want to know more about pre-online applications? Marami pa kasi eh. Okay? Yun lang yung napili ko kasi interactive assessment siya. So, there are so many kinds of applications online. Okay, for remote learning like DepEd. I don't know if you already tried to use DepEd in discussing your lesson online. You can also have Kahoot. Okay, I know that some of you already use this or tried to use this in during or when we tried to attend different seminars, no? Kasi maganda to na ginagamit sa mga especially kapag the organizer really wants to make sure that their audiences are engaging, no? Nagpapasagot sila using the cell phone of the audience. Kahoot, no? We can also make use of Flipgrid, Padlet Wall, and many more. Okay, so just feel free to contact me or approach me. I'm more than willing to guide you. I can share my knowledge and expertise in this time of pandemic. Okay, so thank you very much for your cooperation. Okay na?
Thank you, sir.
Salamat po.
I love you po.
I love you too. Uy, recorded to ah. Okay. So, questions?
Sir, dak nasurutan pag DJ present mo, DJ quiz ngayon narami mo tanong makauha DJ code dun.
Doon lang. Tiyan mo lang doon sa sa may start lesson lang. Start lesson. But in starting lesson, you should select student pace. Or if you forgot to pwede naman wala pala dito. This is ito naka-set na siya as kasi kaya close na. When I ended naka-con na siya. Name this session, wala, no? So before you start or in starting the lesson, make sure that you will select student pace. Okay? And then in student pace, dapat pwede nyong lagyan doon kung kailan yung deadline. Kailan mag-open at kailan ang deadline. Kailan mag-open, kailan mag-close. Okay? Yun lang yon sa student pace. So dito, later on, makikita nyo sa mga archive or sa mga archive of sessions natin, you consider that the status is still open. Okay? Kasi nga naka-student pace yon for as long as yung duration nung quiz natin or session natin ay nandun pa rin sa yung date ay nandun pa rin sa duration. Okay? That is, the status would still be open even though we are not we as the one who created that session, okay, tayo yung administrator nun, okay, even though we are not opening it, basta naka-student page siya, okay, ma-access pa rin po ng mga estudyante natin. Kasi asynchronous siya. Okay? Ito lang, start lesson lang siya. In starting lesson, you can have, pwede po tayong mamili student pace. Okay, so Pear Deck, launcher, antayin lang natin na ma-launch. Ito yung tawag dito. Ito yung link na kokopyahin nyo para sa sa student pace. That's why please upload this link as your output for this for today's session that will be uploaded in our Google form. Okay ba? Ito. Just copy the link of your 10 items quiz. No? Copy this and ano. Kahit wala na palang event code 'yan. Kahit wala nang event code, for as long as mabigay ito sa akin, okay, I can open it already. Actually, itong gawa natin sa kung alam niyo na or kung ginagamit niyo na ang Classroom, Google Classroom, pwede rin nating i-share. We can share this link into the Google Classroom we are maintaining. No? Maganda rin dapat na topic yung Google Classroom. Especially kung hindi pa tayo masyadong gamay sa paggamit ng Google Classroom kasi libre din yon. Meron din. Enter this one. Ito yung code pala. Sorry. Tell the students to go. Okay. Ayan. I think kung meron tayo yung pwede na siya kahit wala ng code Let me just try Try ko lang. Ay, doon ako sa kabila. Ibang account tayo. Try ko lang sa kabila. Ibang account. Okay. Sign in ko lang yung ibang account. Yan. So say for example, si teacher na close na or ito, student page yung pinili niya, no? Ayan. So still pwede pa rin ma-access ng mga estudyante ito. How are you feeling today? Of course, happy. Sad. You will begin your journey shortly. Ayan. So that's it. Ito po yung tinatawag nating student page. So even though naka-shutdown to, naka-close na ito, for as long as si teacher sinet niya as student page, makikita pa rin niya later on pagka-open niya ulit. Okay? So yan po yung kagandahan ng student page. So for example, I will answer COVID. Let's check here. Yan, may sumagot. May sumagot na isa. Sabihin, there is one who is accessing the session or the quiz you prepared. Okay? Then next, si student pwede siyang mag-next na siya dito. Okay? Mabalinsunan ng ag-next. Ayan. Then, on the part of one, yan. Okay? So, any other question aside from how do you present? Okay? So, yung output nyo dapat ganun student page, so that I can answer. Kahit siguro hindi ko na alam yung mga questions nyo doon, basta makapag-try ako, makapagsagot doon sa 10 items quiz ninyo. And then, you may try later on, you may try to export nyo yung output ng ng quiz ninyo into the Flubaru Google Sheets. Okay? Questions? Additional questions before we or before I end the session?
Sir, paano makikita yung number code? Yung parang kanina.
Yung code?
Yes, sir, yung number code.
Nasa baba kanina, nung nag-present yung try ulit natin. Close ko lang. Or actually, kahit wala na yung code Yung code to join ba yun, sinasabi mo?
Yes po. Yung parang sa pina-quiz mo kanina, sir, na nag-join kami na number lang yung in-enter natin.
Actually, kahit wala na yon, basta mabigay nyo lang yung link. Basta mabigay nyo lang yung link. Yung code is another option for your student to join, for as long as they are going to open yung peardeck.com, then join. Pero kapag yung ang binigay nyo is yung mismong link na, they can already access it without the code. Okay? Meron din sa baba. Nung pinili natin yung student page, meron sa baba nung kwan. So, meron tayong makita doon na link. Tapos sa baba, you can give them this code like that. Andun sa baba lang. Kung ang option mo ay code ang ibibigay mo. Okay? And last time, ito. Kung i-close natin yung presentation, don't forget na leave and allow students to keep working. Kasi student page po ito. Because if you're going to close this session, even though student mode siya, okay, your student cannot already answer. Okay? So, kapag student page and you want still your students na hindi naka-join, for example, sa meeting mo, na pwede pa rin mag-answer in their own time, free time, leave and allow students to keep working po dapat. Okay? So, even though you end this session already, they can still work. Okay? They can still work. So, let me show you yung pagkakaiba ng na-close na with that of active pa lang. Ibig sabihin, is still accepting responses from the user. Ito siya. Ito po yung in-start ko kanina na lesson. Okay? Can you see it? Connection is keep trying. Ito siya. No? So, student page, ibig sabihin, even though you close, you log out your account in Pear Deck, your student can still work for it. Okay? And then, kapag balikan mo siya, you can already see if there are already responses. Ayan. So, pwede po na, kapag okay na po lahat, for example, you can now turn off student page. Or you can now end session. So that, okay, kapag na-close na or end session na, you can now export the output or the responses to the spreadsheet. Okay po tayo. Another. Okay, magtanong na kayo. Baka mamaya, ang dami-daming tanong sa GC.
Sir, paulit kung paano i-log out na naka-open pa rin yung quiz. Ma-access pa rin ng student.
Sige. Try kong i-log out Ito, di ba naka-student page siya? Tama. Ngayon, I'll give you this link. Try nyo nga. I'm going to give you this link. Saan ba yun natin? Ito. Ilagay ko sa ilagay ko sa GC. Okay? Pero i-log out ko muna. Close ko muna lahat. Okay. So, yan, naka-exit na for example. Meron ng ibang ginagawa si teacher. Okay. So, I want you to access this quiz, which is naka-student page siya. Diba? Nagkahang. Okay. Sige. Yan. Nasa GC po natin. Try to access. If you can still access it even though teacher already logged out his account in Pear Deck. Naghahang na yung laptop ko. Ma-access nyo? Can you access it?
Sir, pwede po sa GC yung link sa out, kung saan ng output.
Yung link? Yung link ng Google Form?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sige, sige. Natabunan na kasi sa GC. Open ko lang ulit yung